What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight Savvy, presented to you by Leo and the Construction Country Boy Kev. I am your host, the one and only J Savvy Report. Give me 1 second, y'all. I was on the phone with the missus. So, a little bit off track right now, but we on time. We'll start going. Yes, the title is correct. Today we are doing Where's the Beef Part 5, because apparently some people, feel the need that they want to talk about some shit. So we can talk about it. So if you have a grievance and you have some receipts, please feel free to come this way, because this is not about drama. This is about getting this shit done and over with and out the way. Because I don't know about you, but I'm personally kind of tired of all the bullshit and drama and the smear campaigns going on. And there's not much I can do about it, because, everybody's grown. Everybody can do what they want. But you know what? In my power, I can do this. And what this is, pushing out to where we have some facts based off out here and not just people running with shit. So give me a second, y'all. And of course, as always, while I'm sharing it out, tagging everybody and putting the link in the chat, this is our brother, Mickey Bang. Wish the best of help for him, because he's also dealing with, he's not feeling the best. But, appreciate Banjo linking us up, and then what's going on with Mickey Bang, y'all. This dude's on his way. He's next up, and he's a part of the fam. So while I'm sharing it out, tagging everybody, send the link out, y'all go send Mickey Bang a say, "What up, names?"
The product of predatory excellence. You cower in the face of what's different, and I make your skin crawl, as I should. Yo, check me out, hey. Plenty times have been my fault, but I ain't looking back at it. I'm in the street, bag chasing, boy, I got a bad habit. I just want my kids to grow up with the things I'm lacking on. I keep a small circle, very few can say they tagged along. Been a while since I picked up old pieces. Stay away from simple minds, I think twice in whole speeches. Me and rhyming, you could say we somewhat cohesive. Old habits left you damaged, walked around with mad paresis. Most nights I'm sleepless, talking shit to old demons. I see haters trying to stab, but they soft like old cleavage. I see haters still mad, cause they know my pants so hot. Ain't my fault, you can't rap in here if you got that mental block. All I know is wreck and shop, shoot you with this mental Glock. Talking all that shit, but smoking rock and got that dental rot. Trust me, this ain't what you want. Better check the scoreboard, so many points I ran up on them. I don't even can score no more. Yeah, you don't talk to mad, just trap it in the trunk and hope to kill it. I've been trampled, shot, stabbed, and bashed with a fat skillet. Mad strangled, dick punched, and body slammed by Samoa Joe. Spat out blood and knuckled up. All I know is toe to toe. Next up, we got, give me that fucking mic. How high are you? I mean, how are you doing? Don't judge me and trying to argue. I borrowed a whip to get here, and that bitch isn't starting. I slammed the hood and started smoking like my mind with cartons. I'm starting shit with everybody. All black like a burglar. Make the news, front page, the mumble raps murderer. Back like he never left, torturing a severed head. Stabbing dudes in white t-shirts, I thought it looked better red. I'm going fed, the glove fits, there's no assumption. This is why your mom and dad told you not to take drug hits, unfucked with. So I'm only fearing God judgment. I give out free disses like I'm Rap's Warren Buffett. Speaking of old dudes, half of these rappers old news. I keep my shit icy like a Starbucks cold brew. Busy eating tofu, my lady like I told you. Mickey Bang, aka, get that bitch a cold blue. I'm finna roll two, big doinks to the mad note. If you the black sheeps, then motherfucker, I'm a black goat. Boy, I get to poppin', my shit like an abscess. I remember the days when I would practice on my homeboy's mattress. So think twice, scenarios, before you go to fuck with me. We're talking about the guy who disses 70 people comfortably. Same ones who fucked with me, same ones who underneath. The first half could've rapped, the other half ain't done enough to speak. I do rap like stepchilds with sticky fingers, body slam. Turn your bitches off like a crooked cop body cam. Invite you out to eat, I slip your drink and drag it to the morning. Gut your ass with a hatchet like an insane clown posse fan. I slip Klonopin and deem myself a proper man. Gather up my haters and castrate them in a stalker van. Rap carnivore, oh, got the Carter 4. Pissed off enough to pull this pipe out and start a war. The rest of them who made it out alive are fathering. Learn from their mistakes, you can't beat me, I ain't bothering. The Godfatherer, slaughtering anybody that think they better than me and jotting the bill to follow it. You getting left spliff like coleslaw at the barbecue trick. Name an RGV rapper that's going harder than this. I hardly admit that I don't care what you thinking. Just know this flow get wetter than the hand that you drinking. It's going down like the Titanic. I'm quite manic, so why panic if this fucker's climatic? A high attic ain't vanishing, you can plan it. This my planet, motherfucker, so I can it. Yeah. No. Pick your fucking duke, so. This round two. Round two, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You wasn't saying that shit. Yeah, let's fight, yeah. Show these rappers who the fuck Optimus Prime is. The vengeance of a villain still gon' end with lots of violence. I start flowing, it's the ending of the movie like a climax. 26, but still dope ones to play like it's a skyjack. Unsigned with salaries, vocalize our gallery. Stay charged up like a harbulary battery. Plenty times I gamble, but to me, I don't think dice a thing. Married to the rap game, you would think I fucking priced the ring. Flow sicker than HIV in an old timer. Quick cash like rock selling and pole climbers. Get bread like deliveries to an old diner. Legend till I'm old and gray like elder age wine grinders. Orochimaru, strike you like a pit viper. Nuts dragging like I'm fucking chilling in a piss diaper. Want my flow back, they'd inject it like a big lighter. Chris Kyle with the sniffles, I'm a sick sniper. The industry's a bad joke, I get insider. I rap like this all day, just a bit brighter. So take my kindness for weakness and feel some Christopher Reeves. I'm John Wick with a toothpick when I get pissed like urethras. Lyrical genius, I'm Edward the Dolphin. The pinnacle of no survivors go through epic proportions. I drop zymes in there wet like the fish in the ocean. I'm eternally the best at this, yeah, time stay frozen. I've been bored of my lines, this shit get harder at times. I chose to stab this shit in the dark like the coroner's blind. 4 at a time, grab a hold of your spine and squeeze it till you know your verse isn't coded in mine. Yeah, I did this one from my older brother. Slow till you know I got the dope motherfucker. Just a whiz kid, dope cat. Also know it's scumbag, but talk to me better get slapped with my cum rag. Ended off with this ain't 8 Mile. Check your fate now. Mickey Bang for limbo, bitch. I hit you till you stay down, lay down. Cause it's a real light trick. Yeah, and you ain't fucking with this. So come on. If it was up to you, my spot would be vacated. But as long as my heart's filled with the strength of 1,000 bison charging into the sunset, you respect what you cannot defeat or suffer the fucking consequences. I am Apollo in the flesh. I breathe for this shit. How you gonna take it from me? Be a cold day in hell. Better talk to somebody. Get the fuck out my face before you get hurt in this bitch. Yeah.
That is a hell of a way to wake up, y'all. Mickey Bang is that dude, and he is definitely on his way.
Zippity doo dah, zippity day. My oh my, what a wonderful day.
All right, y'all. Now we on to the root of what today is. We are doing, it's one of my favorite episodes right here, because it's getting to the root of a lot of bullshit. Where the beef? Because man, oh man, has there been a lot of bullshit spoke on the past couple months? You want to see something really fucking funny, teacher? I know this might make your day. You know how funny it was to come across this? I mean, I'm not the one to sit there and you want to just stick that knife in and twist it, but when you have literally threatened me, threatened my people, spoke on all kinds of ill shit, nasty, for no fucking reason other than you're just an asshole.
That's his new OnlyFans account.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what? I'm not sitting there trying to sit there. If it was, I don't really know the dude like this. This is fucking funny. Because the fact that people are sending me this shit. They're like, hey, yo, peep this, Savvy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh, shit, that's trippy. Huh. But the funniest part about this is his own people didn't even know. I knew about this shit, 2 hours before? Well, shit, TJ, so did you. A couple of people did.
Yeah.
Hours before they even said something about it. This motherfucker right here.
I went on the chat to let the chat know, who they're following. And they timed me out, wouldn't let me comment on the chat.
I mean, if Hickerbilly wasn't such a dickhead, I would have said
narrative.
I mean,
I guess Trippy was missing his pockets. missing his boyfriend. He had to go back and see him.
I wonder if he's gonna get that tattoo covered up now. Hey, actually, you know what? That is one of the things that I heard from people. He was like, you know what? He can get that tattoo covered up cheap now. I fucking lost it because unfortunately, this is not Mr. Trippy's first offense, and this man was before he decided to become an asshole was trying to convince me that he was a lost dad that was just trying to get his kids back. And then shout out to KCO, Casey.
Yeah, that's where I'm lost at. That's not his first offense, but the charge says it is.
So, bruh, this is why you should always watch how you speak on people because karma's a motherfucker. It is a motherfucker and a half. And this is karma. And also finding out that this dude was a part of a group of people.
I think you should keep it up there for the whole duration.
I mean, it's not doxing. What up, names?
What's good?
I was expecting you to pop up here with what you just said in the comments that you were going to sit the beef. The one and only. That's what I was expecting your name to be. Oh man. He done tripped and his hand landed on the neck. Damn. Chaotic.
What's up, TJ?
Wait, do what?
This is what chaotic. What up, Six?
I just come up to show some love and respect. I'm getting ready to go get to the bag, but yeah.
Hey, get that bag, bro.
Salute. Six. Send me a bag.
TJ, I'm just now getting back on my feet, bro, but I'm loving my job. It's simple. I'm hitting a fucking button and the machine's doing the rest for me.
Damn.
Yeah, all I'm doing is strapping parts to a metal table and hitting a button.
What up, JT?
That man said he at the casino.
Hey, Cinematic, get with me and I can help you with that beat challenge, that verse challenge.
I'm not on no bullshit. I'm not trolling. I just want to know about who I think it is in the chat.
I hope so.
Obsolete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not on no bullshit. I'm on some grown man shit. Like, I'm just asking.
Nah, Obsolete was one of the that's actually been the homie. It's just unfortunately,
Oh yeah, Obsolete's coming up on the table with it.
Yeah, he's about to come up here in a minute.
All right, well then let's settle this real quick before I go get to the bag.
There he goes. What up, Obsolete?
What
up, everybody?
With Obsolete.
I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna scream. Hey, Obsolete.
What's up, Mom?
Look, bro, I'm on some grown man shit. I was over there trolling one person. Somehow y'all all got involved. I don't know how that happened. I said some foul shit. Y'all said some foul shit. I was there to troll one person only.
Heard that, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told everybody else, man. Trolling this shit. Anything said, you know what I'm saying? Fucking anybody that took it out of pocket, I got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? You was one of them people I ain't got no problem with, bro. I've heard better shit from people that were supposed to be friends to me that called me worse. You know what I'm saying? So as far
this
as
is the motherfucker I got a problem with, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? I know I talk some shit on you too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, as a band, you know what I'm saying? You got lumped in just like everybody else did with me riding with a motherfucker that obviously turned out to be something they wasn't. But ain't no hard feelings this way, bro. And if you don't like me too, I understand.
No.
I ain't even mad at you. No, I'm just letting you know. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at you if you didn't like me, bro. Because like I tell everybody, like TJ, Jay, there's a lot of motherfuckers that could hate my guts, bro. And I wouldn't.
No, I'm trying to settle all this shit. Like, I'm on some grown man shit. I'm out here getting to the bag. I want to see everybody win, and I want people to wake up and open their eyes and see people for who they are.
Same. This is definitely an eye opener, man. And talking about that, man, I see Miss Lori in the chat. Shout out to her as well. She reached out
Hey,
to me
salute to Miss
over the
Lori.
weekend. Facts. I was just about to say, salute to her and Triple T both, man. We ain't always seen eye to eye. We both throwing shots back and forth at each other. We may not always agree on everything, but them two right there earned a lot more of my respect after this conversation that I had with Miss Lori over the weekend. Because the same type of time I'm on, they're on, man. We all grown, bro. We all can acknowledge when we are wrong in an instance, and we were wrong and did something that we shouldn't have done. But we could either act like it didn't happen and shove it under the rug and be like, never talk about it, or you be a fucking grown up and be like, hey, my bad, I was a dumbass, I fucked up. No, you know what I'm saying? There are certain shit that can't be forgiven, but I'm willing to forgive anybody that can be a grown up and have an adult conversation about shit.
Well, this is why, you know,
Yeah.
I'm salute to those that sent me this thing right here that I have on the screen right now. Because
Hey,
three
I
of
know
us
y'all said
on
it.
here,
I
this
just wanted to
motherfucker took it
what'd you say?
personal.
What'd you say?
He,
Good thing you ain't covered that tattoo up, huh?
like, this dude took shit personal, like beyond personal, for no
It never
fucking
had to
reason.
go. That's the thing, man. All these dudes out here playing victim like they didn't fucking create this problem. Y'all wanted to make it personal, bro. When y'all sitting here in your motherfucking feelings that we got y'all's bitch ass boyfriend up here on the screen for exposing him like the piece of fucking shit he is. Cause I'm
And this
sorry,
is not
if
the
you
first
put your
time.
hands on a motherfucking woman, you a bitch. Period. Point blank. You soft as Charmin on a hot summer day ass motherfucker.
And for those that might want to do this to me because I'm doing this, I've already said all my shit and owned up to all my shit. I never made up an image on anything. This motherfucker right here, though, this motherfucker right here threatened my fucking family.
What up,
And this
TJ?
bitch is doing all this shit. Like, man, fuck this dude.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
y'all, tell me why I got a phone call as soon as TJ got on panel.
That's rough.
So, ain't that the dude that in North Carolina when I was telling people he was talking about he was gonna drop me? Like you were there, like
Oh, apparently the only thing he's dropping is if it's got a set of tits. Cause that I'm sorry, man. I come from the era. I ain't never respected a man put his hands on a woman. You put your hands on a woman, you a whole bitch, bro. You ain't
Well,
finna
from
fight
what
no
I
man.
heard, this is his dad. But unfortunately, from the person that I heard this from, I'm not gonna put her out there like that. But obviously, you know who this person is. So do you, TJ. This is not the first time, and she even said she's not even the first one. So that means right there's a pattern,
Bro,
and also that dude needs help.
Sent that. I thought somebody was sending me like his old
Oh, dude,
screenshot. And then
I
I read it.
hit
I'm
her
like,
up. Was like, hey, this wasn't you, right? Are
wait a
you
minute.
good? She's like, yeah, this was not involving me. I'm like, thank God.
Hey, and there's somebody in the chat. Since we on this type of time, I do want to acknowledge. I see him in the chat, man. I know I threw some strays this motherfucker way too. Space Dad, ain't nothing but love for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it
Space
is.
Dad, apparently
I still might not
he hit
like
his
your
dad.
homeboy, and that's
Hey,
cool.
there's my
But
motherfucking guy, J Devil. What up?
damn, they
What's up,
say
y'all?
Apparently, this dude
and
hit
y'all
his dad.
hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
I got good service now. So obsolete. That day that we were in North Carolina, a dude said he was gonna drop me. I said, we ain't on the computer. I'm here, you're there. Like all you got to do is run up. Don't talk about it, be about it. Him and Mason were the only ones that got within arm's reach of me and they hugged my neck. Did they or did they not?
nope, you absolutely right. So wait a minute. Y'all said he went to jail for fighting with his dad?
That's what
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Well,
Y'all had to catch me
TJ,
up.
go ahead and
Hold on.
tell him what you did.
But hold on, wasn't these
TJ,
clowns online
TJ went to
talking about
Hickerbilly's.
you can't get a domestic for fighting your family? Wasn't
Look,
these them
TJ,
same dudes?
well, I was gonna go over to Hickerbilly's shit and let them know because them dudes deserve to know that their co-host, is in jail, possibly gonna go.
So I did go over to Hickerbilly's panel in the chat, and I typed in there. I was like, y'all should really choose better company. I was like, did anybody on the panel tell y'all people where your buddy KK Trippy is today? Why he's not on the panel? And someone said, where did he? And I went to tell them, and they timed me out and would not talk. They all blocked me from talking.
That's funny.
They were scared I was fixing to out it, and Hickory would come on there. All right, guys, I can't stay on here, but people is gonna get up there, and I'm already seeing calls.
Your mic's cutting out real bad, TJ.
That's funny. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
dude.
That just makes it even funnier that if that, I mean, it doesn't make it funnier. Like I almost feel a little bad for assuming that he was beating up on his old lady, but it does make it funnier if it was his dad, because the
Here's the
motherfuckers really
thing.
just sat up there and was like, you can't get a domestic when you fight your family. That's not how this works. You can't get a
Dude'll beat
Here's
on
the
domestic.
women and
thing.
old men, but fight.
Well, this is the time that I'm on right now because this dude I have watched come after Space Dad, come after me because I won't speak out on Colt. Watch him go after J Devil. I watched him go after everybody because we won't speak up and say we ride up church's dick like they do.
Yep.
And this motherfucker can't even keep his hands to himself. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you, sir.
That's rough. That's rough.
Like, how you gonna sit there and talk all this shit about so many people and you're just as much of a piece of shit? Sounds just like somebody I know named Upchurch.
I got paperwork. You know how I am. I don't like calling somebody a certain title without having paperwork. But it having said that there's paperwork out there, and I'm trying to find it just to let you know what I'm trying on to.
Oh yeah, that paperwork. Well, and also for those that are
I've been told
confused,
that it's absolutely, and there's paperwork, so I've got to try to find that.
really.
That's
Well,
wild.
and here's the thing too, for those that might not understand how legal processes work and all this. In my case, and I have my case. It shows my shit on there, and even though shit I didn't get charged, but you know what? I went to court for that shit. If you're a confidential informant, you don't have paperwork.
Nope.
You don't exist. You know how I know this? I put hands on one, and about got fucked up because you're not supposed to put hands on them people. They are not out and about. They are out and about, but they are protected. So if I guess anybody that's on my side calling Space Side a rat or run with that bullshit Ricky Freezer is, there's a reason why I deleted that live after that motherfucker came on there a year and a half ago. Get the fuck away from me, y'all. Like, yeah, nah, like unless you like, there's no way in hell. But this is also coming from me and Obsolete. We talk about this shit in Kentucky. It's funny watching all these dudes sit here and talk about guns, drugs, and the first thing they do is want to snitch or call on somebody.
Or go beat up
somebody out their name. You're showing right there that you ain't never been down the block or been on fucking, because you call somebody out their name, it is an automatic death sentence. Dumb fuck.
Hey man, what they say? What's the first rule about Fight Club?
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Space Dad be snitching.
Space Dad's a rat. I don't believe that.
Well, and it's really fucked up because
about that Ricky Freezer motherfucker, other than a little bit that I had heard before. And the minute I heard him say, "Shout out to my guy Vegas Phelps for putting me on all these shows," I was like, that dude.
Tell me about this dude. I've heard about this dude, but I don't fully know about him. Like when Ricky came across my way, that was one of the dudes I was in my shit trying to like, oh yeah, he's a good dude. I'm like, dude, I don't know y'all.
Bro,
like,
Vegas is a nut. He is a motherfucker that, like, let's just say he thinks he's the dope man. His weed is ass. I don't know who homegrown bullshit he be buying, but it is not as good as he likes to think it is. But he's one of those motherfuckers that thought he was going to come out here in the rap game and try to latch on to some independent artists and pretty much go, make his runs while we hit the road to go do shows and shit. He just thought that's how he was going to be motherfucking moving out here. And then thought he was going to use everybody around him and shit.
Is because I have people that I know are not in the same circles mention that motherfucker negatively.
He's nothing but a fucking piece of shit, bro. He that shit me and TJ was talking about, that show that he did, and he took all that motherfucking money and shit, bro. I took the heat for like 3 months for that shit. The chick that had that venue, Miss Elizabeth, bro, she quit fucking with me for a long time, and she was a diehard supporter of mine because of them shows. And I found out one day I'd reached out to her and just messaged her. I was like, "Hey, what's up? You throwing any shows or whatever?" And she was like, "Well, I'm not really sure I want to talk to you." And she kind of laid it all out to me. I was like, Wait, what you mean? Hold on. Who got the motherfucking money? Like, hold up. I called her straight up on the phone, talked to her, figured it all out. I'm like, oh, so that's what happened. That's what everybody's been talking about. Well,
so him and that Crow dude ran in the same circle. I'm guessing.
Probably so.
I keep hearing that's. I don't know all this shit. Like I have multiple people that are involved on multiple levels with this shit, and they're just telling me to not touch it because when I got sent the paperwork on Ricky because they told me it's like, hey yo, there's a narrative getting on to him right now. Be careful with it. I wouldn't touch it. I'm like, all right. And then they sent me the paperwork and I seen people speaking. And you know me. I don't give a fuck who you are, but if you're gonna sit there and speak on something without the paperwork, I'm gonna stand up and say, hey yo, don't speak on that shit because it's just
especially that word, bro.
I don't give like but
snitch and a rat, bro. All three of them words. If you start throwing
that's just how I grew up.
You better have motherfucking paperwork to back it up, bro. Because that is you can call me anything, but a motherfucker call me one of them three, you better be ready to fucking eat them words, bro. Because I know I ain't.
I will never forget this. I was just watching, like I was just little kid, just watching. I wouldn't go hang out with some people, and somebody said, "Hey, yo, that dude over there is a snitch," and just wanted to just hype up, the local crazy dude because why the fuck not? I watched this dude grab a brick, come up to this motherfucker, and smash his fucking face in on a joke because they just wanted to do it. It's like, oh, let's just say he's a snitch in this shit. Like I seen that shit, so therefore, that PTSD is marker right there. Unless I have proof, or I don't want to see it.
You don't throw that word around, man.
And some greens.
But
shit's
no, that's
man.
It is understatement on being wild. But this is also coming from me and you too, that we took a lot of shit for rocking valid merch and everybody saying the same shit about Space Stats. So this shit's been going on for a while and it's bullshit. Like I'm not sitting there riding Space Stats nutsack or anything. That dude doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe him anything. But you know what? One thing I can't speak on, that dude, every time I met him, came up to me and shook my hand and was respectful.
Razor, what's up, Bubba?
That's good for that fight.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how shit gets spun out here, and then motherfuckers are quick to just run with whatever they fucking hear.
Space Dab's always been 100 with me, man.
I ain't never had no issue with him.
That's why I said, that's why I felt the need to fucking, own up to that shit to him too, bro. Because Space Dad always been 100 with me. He's always been solid. He caught strays just like everybody else. And I still don't fuck with his big homie, and everybody knows that. But at the end of the day, Space Dad's always been solid with me. So as a motherfucker that can acknowledge and say, dude didn't do anything to warrant me fucking lashing out and fucking throwing shots his way, other than the people I fucked with, you best believe I'm gonna own that. Because like I said, Space Dad's that motherfucker, bro. Anytime we did shows and that dude was there, you knew he was there. Motherfuckers was laughing, cutting up. That man made me laugh so goddamn hard. I was fucking crying a few times. Like,
absolutely, you watched when they were sitting there running with the bullshit with Colt. When I used to still be cool with going on the panel, you watched them troll the fuck out of me just because I wouldn't speak on Colt.
Facts.
And bro, the thing that they're speaking on with Colt,
that shit with Colt, bro, because before I, made it clear I didn't fuck with all them guys. Like, I refused to talk shit on Colt simply because Colt showed me a lot of motherfucking love when he didn't have to. Homie hopped on my live, helped me give away tickets to a show he wasn't even a part of. Like,
I still support Colt. I still support Colt 100.
He's another one that caught a lot of strays that, I didn't agree with a lot of the shit that they did. Yes. And that dude, you know what I'm saying? And that shit with the whole, with the Cadillac situation, a lot of people blew that out of proportion, but it was a fucked up shit. I know some people had malice in their heart with some of that shit that was said. And I know, again, I'm not going to speak for other people, but a lot of that shit didn't sit well with me because, again, that is a man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all suffer with mental health shit. And I'm glad my Bubba Levi spoke on that shit when we were on Cadillac shit, because that's the one thing none of these people really take into account at the end of the day. Some of this shit's triggering, bro, to get online and see so-and-so been running their mouth about this and fucking dragging my name through this and throwing shots like this and this. And these the same motherfuckers that you sat and would have fucking took a bullet for, ready to go to war at the first fucking sign of trouble. And now all of a sudden, now you got all these problems and all this shit to say. But 2 months ago, You was ready. You had my back all fucking wholeheartedly when it was beneficial to you, right? You didn't have no problems. I ain't changed in 2 months. I'm still the same motherfucker I was then that I am now. But now all of a sudden you hate me. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Make that make sense.
How's that work?
Well, and the thing about all that shit is, man, like you watch you watch them turn on me because I did Slapfest, which everybody knew about, everybody was open to come to. And I was very open about this shit. I'm like, hey, I wish y'all would come because of the tension. You know, I don't want people to sit there and think it's on the way, but I'm a part of Slapfest. I'm a part of South Made Records, which Country Boy Kev owns. So therefore, I'm going to be there. It's not, this is business. Like, there's personal and business go out the door. As soon as my girl took that picture of me and Justin and posted it, bruh,
over.
Done. All because I showed up and did my fucking job.
Razor, you let them tell it, boy. I'm the biggest flamboyant motherfucker out on the internet, like watching my old lady get fucked by other dudes, all type of shit. When in reality, these fucking fools ain't got a goddamn clue of what the fuck be going
That's what
on,
I was
bro.
about to get at. Like, this dude got paid to show up and also did to an event that, you know, she didn't do this for everybody, but you know, this is just how awesome Beverly Howard is. Appreciate her letting this information go out because this pissed me off even more. Paid this dude when he had a feature with somebody that's a part of Outlaw Nation, didn't show the fuck up. This dude clowned me and harassed my girl because I showed up.
Thanks.
And then you want to take it personal and call me Section 8J. I got straight told him, bro, go ahead and say the hard R. I know you want to. Feel good about yourself. Want a low-key racist ass motherfucker? Him and Trippy both wanted to sit there and come at me with that bullshit.
So
yeah, this dude want this dude, two dudes like this motherfucker and his other little boyfriend want to talk shit about all of us, but yet can't keep their hands to themselves.
Let me say something, Jay. So, out of all the years that I've been in this business, there's one thing that I've caught on to and that I'm starting to learn myself. It took me a while. You know, I'm like the world's worst at reacting to people and losing my shit, crashing out on the internet and all that. But I'm starting to realize if you just sit back, trash always takes itself out, man. People, when people are a piece of shit like that, it may take a minute. It may not happen the day you want it to happen, and people may not realize it when you think they should be realizing it. But eventually, motherfuckers will realize who the fuck somebody is in time.
I was just about to say, because y'all see,
that whole panel over there is falling completely fucking apart because
I was
of
about
that.
to say that's all they've had for the last week, bro. These motherfuckers since they fell out with Cackalack and since it came out publicly that it was fuck them for me, that's all them dudes have had to talk about. Whereas me, I made the few little posts I made. I hopped on Cackalack's podcast, addressed a lot of it. I was going to go live on my own shit. And then I was, you know, fortunate enough to have the opportunity to come over here and speak with Jay a little bit. I spoke with other people, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really feel the need to go live on my own channel. Plus, shout out to the homie Grizz. He wants me to come on there and he wanted to have me back without all the drama shit. But he knew that was going to be part of it as well. So he's got me coming back this Thursday. I'll be on there to pretty much wrap all of it up in a beautiful little fucking bow for anybody that missed it. And then after that, I'm back onto my motherfucking life because I got real shit to concern myself with, where these dudes literally have nothing better to do. They fell out with Cackalack. All they did was talk about that man for a motherfucking
What happened
month.
if you don't
They
mind
fell
me
out
asking?
with motherfucking me. All they've been doing is talking about me for a motherfucking month. Like,
shit, they talked about me and TJ for 2 fucking months.
it's the same shit. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. What happened with you?
I just called fucking Hickerbilly out on his bullshit and got tired of fucking doing shit for nothing, bro. Like, okay, answer me this. What is the biggest thing they clown Justin Time on for the Redneck Rave slot fee, right? That he tells everybody you're getting exposure, right? You get exposure off the Redneck Rave. That's the biggest thing they clown that man on. Bro, his whole motherfucking chat has been over there talking about Obsolete shouldn't even be mad that Hickerbilly didn't pay him. They shouldn't have been getting paid anything. They were getting exposure. They were getting exposure. They were getting exposure. Bitch, I gained maybe 100 new subscribers on my fucking YouTube since I started fucking with Hickerbilly, and over half them bitches left the minute it was clear I didn't fuck with y'all.
And all, all Hickerbilly did is burn networking bridges.
I was finna say, all he's done is, motherfucker, I've done one show since I've been fucking with dude that wasn't my own show, that he was part of, that couldn't show up on motherfucking time. Like, there has been nothing beneficial out of fucking with Hickerbilly outside of the fact that I've fucking get to do this right here and mend some motherfucking fences with people that I probably wouldn't have even fucking gave two shits about before all of this shit, because I was just doing what I was doing. Whereas now it's like, damn, man, like I really see how motherfuckers are moving out here and shitting on fucking people. Like, no, bro, fuck that shit. And then not to mention, like, I invest my motherfucking time. That's the first motherfucking thing. I invested 5 months of my fucking time at 30, 40 hours a motherfucking week to run your motherfucking podcast for nothing. Didn't ask for shit. Was never asked, never offered shit, never wanted a dime. And then in fucking July, homie offered to pay me because he knew he was going to have to. It got to the point that I'm running that podcast 4 to 5 nights a motherfucking week for him at 20, 25 hours a motherfucking week. Bro, you're going to have to come up with something.
And Obsolete had his own thing going before he got linked in with Hickory. It was Misfit Radio, right?
Facts.
Right, that's how me and Obsolete got linked in. Swamp Radio, yeah. Like, so that's what me and Obsolete got, because I was a part of the Swamp Radio fan.
Let me just say shout out to Levi Lee, man. Because when
I need to talk with Levi.
Shout out to him for recognizing when lines were crossed that shouldn't have been crossed. He started stepping back from it, and he didn't
shit about that, man. And he respectfully went on there and was like, "Hey guys, this just ain't it for me. Like, it's taking a toll on me mentally. I've lost too much time working, like spending on this. Like, I'ma just pull back." And then immediately y'all start calling this man a fat motherfucker and this, that, and the third, talking all the side out your fucking neck. When this dude was respectful, and even after he retired, was still in your chat showing your fucking channel love. Like, you're a grade A scumbag for that shit, man.
Well, and not even just that, bro. Like, I need to talk with him and find out how much he was paying Hickory, because if Hickory paid for the year subscription, that's a one-time payment.
Yeah, I already know. Bro, when Levi found that out, all he could say was shaking my fucking head. He wasn't even surprised, man. Like, that's the type of grimy shit motherfuckers on, bro. If that's the type of dude you want to support, by all means, I'm not going to tell you who you should support. I'm just going to put the shit out here. All the facts are right here. What you do with them's on you, man. It's the same thing like when you go to a jury trial. All I can do is present all the evidence and hope and pray that them 12 motherfuckers over there are smart enough to read through it and be like, oh, yeah, he guilty. That motherfucker guilty as shit. Well,
and here's the thing. I get annoyed and pissed off with Jackrabbit because I popped in last night just to see. I'm like, where's Hickory at? Like, does anybody know about? I didn't say anything. I just wanted to see real quick. The fact that I watched Jackrabbit sit there and talk like he's something when that motherfucker was on this panel with me and TJ and apologized and swears up and down that's not how it went, but it did.
Or how it's fucked the other side, right? But why is he commenting in Chops Live and shit, right? Like, ain't that what it's supposed to be? Like, that's the thing. That whole energy is, if you fuck with the other side, it's fuck you. That's why it was fuck Cackalack. That's part of the reason why it was fuck me. That's part of the reason why it was fuck Mason. But yet motherfuckers like Jackrabbit can move with fucking no consequences and can talk shit in Chop's chat, and that's cool. Oh, that's right, because Hickory still talks to Chop too, so that's okay because it's good for them. But you know, anybody else.
And let me say one more thing about Levi Lee. I wanted to give a shout out to Levi Lee because at Backwoods Music Festival, even though his slot was one of the latest, he performed his ass off. And his point, he sounded great. So
hell yeah.
I just the shit with Wesco, I think, winded up being. I think he was trying to play some fucking double agent.
Bro, that's exactly what it was. They straight out said because he tried to get in fucking the chat that night talking about when were we ever friends, Obsolete. It's like, motherfucker, I can go back in my messages and back in my phone calls and shit where I'm not saying we were best buds, buddy, but I have never done nothing but be respectful. And when I knew you were going through some shit, reached out to you on some man shit like this music shit, fuck that. Like, hey, homie, I know you going through it at the crib, or I know you fucking having trouble fucking making money, whatever the case may be, not trying to put dude shit out there, but like, I have went out of my way to ask about your personal life, not because we're on a fucking podcast together. I don't just hit up everybody I get on panel with and ask about their personal life. Like,
well, this is funny that the space I just said. I got a trivia question for everybody. Who was the first podcast to let Wisco come up?
The one I'm sitting on right now.
Exactly, you remember that because he was always in everybody's chat. He was a big Bug Beezy fan and rode with him. Do you remember that conversation with that he said?
I know who Wisco is because of you, Jay, because you hit me up when he came on here.
Yeah, and then he wanted to go on Hickory because he came to me. He was like, "Hey, I'm a fan of Big Buck Beezy. We're brothers." And then I'm trying to get it to where he doesn't get taken advantage of by all the rest of country rap. I mean, Space Dad and Justin, all them. That's why he wanted to come on Hickorbilly so he could talk about that. And it just grew into I don't even fucking know what the fuck that was just a dude that wanted attention.
Liquid courage and people thinking that the real world is behind this fucking keyboard, bro. And at the end of the day, these dudes, like, I learned it, bro. I've seen it firsthand. Like, when I see a motherfucker move in person, because that's me, bro. I don't give a fuck. It could be 100 million motherfuckers out here that want me dead. You're not finna stop me from moving shit. If I got a show in motherfucking Montana tomorrow, guess what? I'm gonna pull up right down the street and not give two fucks because I'm that dude. Always have been. You guys have seen that shit. Like, I knew going to North Carolina, me and TJ, you know, we weren't like beefing, but I knew it was kind of we didn't really fuck with each other. Me and J Devil kind of had some words, but we weren't like beefing either. I knew it was a situation that had the potential. Some of us still pulled up and was willing to deal with the consequences and repercussions. Others made excuse that they couldn't pick their rental up until fucking
and the
whatever
fucked up
time.
part is that dude is the one that started all this shit.
All that shit, bro. Had motherfuckers out here looking stupid. It's up church 101, bro. And that's why I have become anti-up church. There's been a lot of reasons. Everybody's like, oh, we don't fuck with Hickorbilly now, and it's fuck up church. Let me go ahead and clarify. I have never been all the way team Creek Squad. Everybody that knows that. I said it on panels for months over there on Hickorbilly. I like up church's music as a person. He makes me question some things.
Fun of that shit.
But it is what it is. You know, he made dope music. Creeker 3 at 50-50 for me. Had some good songs. I'll go ahead and admit it. There were a few I liked. Most of it, not it for me. Turbulence, again, same thing. But outside of that, I don't give a fuck. But then I start seeing how you move, how you interact, how you carry yourself in public. And then I'm watching all these people fall off around you. And at first I'm like, well, that makes sense. You know, there are a lot of snakes out here. I've fucking seen it firsthand. But eventually it gets to a point when you're like, maybe you're the fucking problem, bro. Like, maybe you need to look in the fucking mirror and be like, I'm a fucking piece of shit and I need to fucking change something about myself. And at the end of the day, you can't fall out with everybody to where you are literally surrounded by nothing but yes men and expect like you're not the problem. It is clear as day to me. Like, when I see shit like, you know, I was one of the people that defended him painting a fucking swastika on the guitar. Not because I agree that he should paint swastikas on guitars, but as an artist and someone who respects art, if you've never been to an art museum and seen a piece of art that made your stomach turn, you've never been to a real art museum. That is what art is supposed to do. It's supposed to invoke emotions and things of that nature. But then when I see the motherfucker made that video about painting pictures on fucking Instagram and all had that AVVY music playing, and then he scrolls over to Hitler that he painted and fucking starts playing the German Reich and being funny about it, like, no, bro, you are doing this on purpose. You seriously have some beliefs in what you're doing. Like, now you're doing this for clicks. You are Tom McDonalding all of us. I can see it. Like,
that part, like,
Don't give him close.
Well, I also heard, you know, I remember Hickorbilly talking all this shit. He's like, I got Smoke back me. I got all these big dogs backing me. I heard that he went to go do the video that he was talking about with Up Church and got stood up. I don't know how true that is. You know,
that's not the first time he's been stood up either. And like I said, I've also been informed, and I'm not going to throw out no names, but I have seen with my own two eyes, two people, one of them being Up Church, clowning about how they know Hickorbilly's a fucking dick rider and they think it's hilarious.
So you've seen this shit too? I've seen this shit, and I've been trying to bring it to people's. Like, I try to bring it to Cackle, actually. You know, no offense to y'all, because that y'all was riding with I'm throwing you in that because, you know, you also were one of these that said when I had issues with him that's our problem.
Yep.
But I've been speaking on this shit for fucking months.
It's just wild, bro. It's wild. As soon as I seen that shit, I was like, And then I
noticed that when I first started my career with Rich Regal.
Not fucking getting stood up, bro. Like, bro, you drove all that way and a motherfucker stood you up? Nah, I'm good. You ain't getting me again. Now you gonna have to come to me, motherfucker. Like,
well, and then, you know, we talk about the shows that he did, you know, finding out that he was making y'all pay $200 for a fucking bio.
Yeah, see, I'm glad he never tried to hit me with that because I'd have laughed at him. But when I found out he charged the homie Mason and all the other dudes like that, bro, I was like, are you for real?
I remember I was there for, you know, the build up, all that, because I was going to be part of the tour for Hit Country or Hickorbilly shit. That was going to be part of the tour. Everybody was going to hang out. He invited my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all going to hang out, do a joint podcast, all kinds of other shit. And then it just progressively changed.
It's and I knew that shit was legit when I had other people. I'm not gonna throw their name out there, but they hit me up and told me straight up. They was like, "Yeah, Hickerbilly still owes me money for a show that I never performed on." I was like, "Wait a minute, he charged you for a slot too?" Like, damn, like that's wild work, bro.
Well, we're gonna talk about it tonight with Odd Job because some people know this, but the last podcast he did before he went with Chop to piggyback off Country Rap Rumors, he only had 34 views. Me and Odd Job were going to start going on a Hickerbilly's podcast. It was Hickerbilly shit or something like that. And they used to do conspiracies. They did some music, but they did conspiracies. That's me. Anybody knows me, actually, me and you talk about that shit in Grayson, bro. I will sit there and talk to you for 4 fucking hours about something. That's my shit.
Not those crazy conspiracies where we think everybody's a fucking sex trafficker and fucking all this weird shit. But
hell no. Like that, and then just sitting there watching this dude, and I was sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, how long you gonna run with this? And then the split where I knew was gonna happen because God forbid you get a little bit of buzz. I've seen this with people when they start doing these podcasts. I talk shit about these people. Obviously, back up for this, off the line because there's a lot of y'all that think just they can go on here because they have a following, they can talk on the mic, and they think they get a views and everybody's rocking with them and all that shit. Ego. I've seen it play out. Like because once you gotta sit there and you gotta use somebody's name to make content, bro, you already lost.
And then you're not original. Get on there and spend hours trying to convince people that you made other motherfuckers. Like first and foremost, I'm not gonna speak for Levi Lee. I'm not going to speak for Mason Ray, but I am going to speak for my motherfucking self. And I will say that I know who both of those dudes that I just named, I knew who both of them were before they ever came on Hickerbilly shit. So let's go ahead and clarify that. But myself, motherfucker, the only reason you wanted me on your podcast is because you seen I already had motion. Everybody here, J Devil knew a little bit about me before then. TJ seen it, Jay seen it. I've been doing podcasts. I started a year ago with the Bro Mugs Money when we were doing the Gutter Rat shit. And then that fucking fell out. And then I started doing shit on my own. Started doing the Misfit Mafia radio show. Started doing shit with Swamp Radio. I've been on this fucking internet shit, bro. You didn't make shit. You gave me a few new fans. I ain't gonna deny that. But like I said, a majority of them left when they found out that I wasn't gonna fucking ride your dick like everybody else on that fucking panel. So what did you really do other than waste my time over 6 months, and then not only time, but money that I invested into your bullshit ass merch company?
Yeah, I want so is the rumor true that he was doing y'all's merch and wasn't sending it out after people paid for it?
I'll give him his props. One of the people that ordered online, they finally got their merch the other day. I think after he seen me fucking wild out on fucking line and call him out about that shit, he made a point to get them their shit. But he still, as far as I know, does owe the homies Cackalack and Razor a fucking shirt and a hat because they purchased a bundle through me and they were supposed to be able to get it. But
got out.
Trying to do the shortest, most polite honk I could possibly do. You know what I'm saying?
You're good.
I don't know. As of last night, he jumped on the panel just to announce that shit about KK Trippy, but he said he had a lot of shit he had to do. He was sitting there making hats or some shit last night to fill orders. So
yeah, because he's been sitting on his ass for months.
Here, and this can back me up on everything I just said. Like, boom. And then there's the rumors page where he's trying to expose Country Rap Rumors' true identity. TJ, you were on that panel too.
Bro, I'm the one who found out who Country Rap Rumors was.
Yep. So this is, again, stating facts on what I'm speaking on. So for a motherfucker right here that can sit there, this dude,
know who it was. I told him and Chop who it was. Chop will tell you. He's already confirmed that.
This dude couldn't make it 5 episodes on his own without using somebody, without having to use shit to create content. And yeah, so at that point, bro, no, this dude used to be in a group chat called The Collective with a couple of us. Chop was in that shit. Help get people, networking and getting people linked up. So yeah, this dude is not a threat to me. It's just funny that's fuck that, Karma's a bitch.
She a mean bitch, and I know her number by heart.
So for those that want to say, "Oh, I'm talking," no, I'm not talking shit. I'm talking facts. Because this is what would happen if everybody would actually do this instead of running with bullshit. Shit could actually get done. But unfortunately, what people like to do is they want to run with the bullshit ass narrative. For those of you that wanted to run with the narrative that Nameless was just a dude trying to trash people to get paid, you can go fuck off. We cleared that up Friday and before that. Just need to pay attention better. The fact that I'm in just in time and everybody's pockets trying to get shit done. Same with TJ. Clearly, you're not paying attention because if that was the case, I wouldn't be struggling right now. Neither would he.
Thanks.
Learn what the fuck y'all speaking on.
Just trash.
Just saying.
Yeah,
That's funny, man.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, that's still going on.
At least not on
the other day. I'm like, bro, people still bringing that shit up that they don't even fucking know about.
Yeah.
What, Devil?
Get your fucking facts straight, man.
What, TJ?
He's at work.
At least what?
Who the fuck did I expose to get paid? What the fuck you motherfuckers talking about?
Well, and you're one of the ones that they were supposed to do this. They were going to bring you on tour with us, and you're going to play everybody's set. Remember?
Did that ever happen? No, it did not.
Nope. He didn't hit you. He actually didn't talk to you again until
he didn't. This is right here is what went down after that podcast. The next fucking day, after that fucking podcast, the next day, Rich Regal called me and was talking about fucking Hickorbilly and shit. I ain't heard from fucking Hickorbilly since.
There's a bunch of fucking parts over there.
Want me to go grab them?
Like, come the fuck on, dude. And you guys want to say I sit there and expose people to get paid? I never asked nobody for fucking money on the internet. I never asked nobody for money on the fucking podcast that night. Nope. Never asked nobody for nothing. So get your fucking facts straight, dude. Like, come on, dude.
At the end of the day, a snake can hide in the grass, but they will always outgrow that grass, and they will be seen at some point. They can't hide forever.
Hey, all them people, all them guys out there, you guys want to trash me because I speak. I spoke on the fucking truth, dude. I spoke on the fucking truth, and I'm a piece of shit for that. The fuck you, man. You think I give a fuck? No, I don't.
Damn, wait, what are you talking about, bro? I didn't even know that was you talking. That sounds like a whole nother situation. I'm lost.
Oh, Nameless?
Yeah.
Bruh.
You don't even know, dude.
Oh, dude, that shit was fucking nuts. Yeah, they accused him of exposing Rich Regal on some shit, and he didn't. He just said, which is his business. I don't know anybody that would pay multiple sets for one set price. Yeah.
Well, I was about to say it was. I think the intent with Nameless was obviously the way he handled it, but the intent behind them getting him on that podcast is exactly that, to try to stir up some shit.
Well, it looks like his boyfriend didn't dress him properly.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
his first jump
for anybody that I know everybody has their opinion on things. Obsolete spoke on that on Friday, and you've actually even before that when you used to come on here, because you used to come on here a lot more than.
I want to address Two Girls, One Cup here in the chat because I know he's
Super Text
bitter. Yeah, see, the only issue that dude has with me is because he chose to come out of his neck and talk sideways to me in the chat one day when I was literally somewhere fucking supporting somebody. I don't even remember where the fuck it was. Or it might have been when I was on there talking shit to T one day. I don't know. But anyway, the whole point I'm going to say is I've made it clear, bro. I did ride with Tinkerbilly. That's what loyalty is, bro. Even when you know your homie's wrong, yeah, you pull them to the side and tell them they're fucking wrong, but you still ride with them because that's what motherfuckers do. But if you think I'm complaining, bro, you can take it how you want to. The facts are the motherfucking facts. This ain't the first time I've been fucked over by a snake and got bit, and it won't be the last time, homie, because I'm that dude. Genuinely, I have the best fucking... I think everybody in the world is fucking good, and even when they show me they're not, I still fucking try to, because that's how my grandmother raised me, and unfortunately, that heart of gold that I walk around with is something that I fucking take from her, and as much as it fucking fucks me over, I wouldn't change it for a bit. But I'm that motherfucker that TJ will tell you, Jay will tell you, I'm the motherfucker that sits back and observes and takes notes. And then when I motherfucking speak, I speak and I come with motherfucking receipts and facts. Period, point
And
blank. You take it how
unlike
I'll
you
give
want.
some,
absolute credit. He did do a TikTok live with me and was cordial with me. So Hickerbilly,
well, and you at least show up, bro.
Bro, and the
And if it
whole
comes
reason
down to,
wasn't allowed on
throwing hands or
Hickerbilly
whatnot,
shit,
you show up.
I was about to say that motherfucker, the only reason J Devil wasn't allowed to be on Hickerbilly shit was because of Hickerbilly, because I sure brought that motherfucker up and not gave a fuck, and then he got on there and kicked the motherfucker out.
Really?
I remember.
Oh yeah, that did happen. I forgot about
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. See,
yes,
I
that
just wish more people would listen to my ass. I don't just talk shit to talk shit, unfortunately, because man, this dude could have went back to not paying for views. Oops. Oh shit. Ah, damn. Did Jay just hit a point? You know what I did? Because again, this is a motherfucker that I was gonna help, and our job was gonna help, and he blamed our job for the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, there's a reason why you cut certain people out and build up a whole new panel of people that only know you from what they see. You cut out the people that help build you for what reason? Oh yeah, because they know they can expose the fuck out of you. And everything I've been speaking on,
and I
ain't gonna
believe
lie.
Chop said it. I think Triple T said it on one of their lives the other night. He talks all this shit about how he's got all this shit that he can expose, right? And all this shit. This motherfucker sits on panel for 3-4 hours a night running his mouth about shit. I ain't seen no factual proof of nothing yet. Everything you say is hearsay, trying to attack the content of my character and who I am as a person. Bro, you can get the fuck on with all that shit anyway. You sit on a fucking panel with a dude who's a proud fucking racist and likes to beat on women. You a piece of fucking shit scumbag. So who are you to judge anybody's character to begin with? Let alone
just like I said earlier, before he piggyback off of country rap rumors and use all that. Look,
bro, he's a pussy too. I fucking even told him I'd come down and we can get our ones, and he said you'll have a bullet waiting for you.
Now I'm not throwing shade at our job at all on this, because me and Ajay talked about this. We're gonna talk about it tonight because I didn't know this until Ajay told me. Hickerbilly blamed Ajay for him not getting any views. I'm like, huh? All right, what? Okay, there's a reason why there's certain people that you legit cut out of your life, and Ryan's doing the same shit. Shout out to Space Dad for bringing that up, because I even said that shit.
I'm facing to just drop everybody's jaw, and I'm facing to tell everybody what it is.
Ready.
Hickerbillies, even straight Triple T podcast, all these podcasts, and now one of these motherfucking podcasts without fault. That they've all these podcasts have had some hypocrite bullshit go on. Everybody's done said shit, didn't stand on shit, flipped on shit, and everything else. And it's getting so fucking old, it's laughing. Fuck.
Thanks.
Like, if you're gonna pick sides, pick sides. If you don't want to be involved and don't want to pick a side, then don't be that person that supports both sides, but stay the fuck out of the way.
Yep.
Period. Hickerbilly made it easy to fucking say fuck Hickerbilly when he threatened to kill.
That's what I wanted to say, bro. He made it personal. That's the thing, man. And I see Mud Daddy saying I'm trying to act like a hero, bro. I'm far from a hero. I'm a villain in my own story and got no problem being it.
I don't agree with everything that Jay says. I don't agree with everything Chop says. I don't agree with everything Triple T says. I don't agree with everything that anybody says. I'm always gonna have a disagreement because I am my own motherfucking person.
Thanks.
I can support that.
But when you get on these panels and you attack somebody because they don't see things the way you do, you're a fucking hypocrite. Because that just means that you feel like only your fucking word matters and nobody else does.
And that's why I wanted to say to that point, everybody can think what they want to, but y'all don't really know the shit that went on behind the scenes. Because when Cackalack left, that's really when shit blew up. If I was really just trying to fucking look for some goddamn clout or some motherfucking sympathy, or it was all this shit, I could have ran right over there. Me and Cackalack could have fucking talked about all this shit that I talked about a fucking week ago then. But no, I left it alone because at the end of the day, me going back and forth with a fucking moron online who has made it clear he ain't nothing but out for his motherfucking self, and he's making an ass of himself publicly. I don't have to do anything. So I left shit alone. I can go back in my messages now for fucking weeks before I said shit. A motherfucker's hitting me up. Oh, they did a whole podcast about you and the guys last night talking shit. All this, that, and the third. This, that, and the third. And I let it go. I let it go.
I was going to stay the fuck out of it.
I get on Facebook and this fucking cocksmoker decides to bring up my old lady and my motherfucking
relationship
that's what to his
I was staying out of it until he did that.
And that's
because he did the same shit to me.
That's exactly it, bro. If that's where you want to take it, that's fine. But don't be mad when motherfuckers come back at you with that same energy. Because that's the only time I spoke of. This motherfucker sat over there, called me a faggot for the last month, called me a fucking city boy, called me whatever the fuck he wants, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But the minute you make it personal, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking speak up because I'm tired of the fucking bullshit, bro. You sit over there and play victim to situations you create. The same thing Upchurch has done for months, and it finally took a motherfucker stepping out and looking at it from two sides of the fucking coin to see it's the same shit that motherfucker's doing. And like TJ said, we've all been guilty. There have been people on Jay's podcast that have come over here and not stood on business. There's been people on Chop's podcast, Triple T's, Hickorbilly's. There's been a lot of fuck shit that has gone on. But the difference is, who is willing to stand up and own up and have accountability for the fuck shit and then try to correct it moving forward? Because let's be real, guys. What have we accomplished in the last 6 months? I'm not saying artists haven't been doing great shit. That's not what I'm saying. But we have lost a lot of time and energy for what? What has it gotten us, guys? We're still on this podcast right now, 6 months later, talking about the same shit that happened 6 months ago. When if all this bullshit wasn't fucking going on, we'd be talking about the homie fucking Mike Manic just dropped a new album a few weeks ago that was fire as fuck. Fucking the homies fucking.
Y'all could have been over here with some of the showcases we've been doing, getting to meet people.
Could have been fucking.
There was a lot of shit going on.
Still showing love.
Shit, I'm out with nobody some more. It was awesome.
We've all lost time, energy, and shit that we can't get back, bro. Now what do? Do we keep treading the fucking waters and staying stagnant? Or do we dead this shit and fucking move on and let the fucking sheep and the fucking clowns have the circus, bro? They can have it. It's a circus every fucking day on YouTube.
Have it. But it's just like, that's why I was like, he had Trey Healy on there, Smo every week, like, and was still doing this shit. I'm like, dude, you have people's attention for this. You want to really be the opposite of what you're speaking on? It's not hard.
Bro,
like,
they had
for what him wanting to do, and let's be honest with it.
Breath.
Like, this is not a shot at Space Dad or Justin or the whole red. There is a whole wave of people that do not associate with them, that are just wanting somebody that's involved in the country rap shit that isn't a part of them. Yep. Because it's not that they don't fuck with it. It's just I can't speak for them, and I'm not gonna put names on it. Obviously, you know these people too. But it's dead ass. There is a whole wave of people that would love to do something with country rap that does not involve Justin Time.
Yep.
And that's what those people thought Hickorbilly was. I know this because I was a part of that shit. There was a whole, and then, you know, the tour idea came up and all this other shit, and then it just grew to where it became a fuck Adam train. That's all it was. Oh, Upchurch said this, so we got to run with it because it's true about Adam. And, you know, being on that side, I've never talked with Adam. I don't really know him like that. I know him from what I see and him being on panels, and then also being a fan from the Vine days. But I'm not going to speak out on this man. I know for a fucking fact that my people, Kyle Kane, DK Truly, people that was in Nashville, are not a part of a fucking sex ring. So therefore, I don't want to run with that bullshit.
I want to say that too. Like I wouldn't even say I got beef with Adam, because the thing is, I don't know, dude. Like, I made it clear I don't agree with the way he carries himself online and some of the shit he says, and that's the issue I have with dude. But outside of that, like, it was never because Upchurch hated that motherfucker. Like, the same beef that I have with Justin. Mine and Justin shit is some personal shit that's really not even that serious. To be honest with you, at some point, maybe one day, Justin and I will have a conversation, because I feel like a lot of that shit got blown up to unnecessary shit. But at this time, it's still, and I'm not even going to say it's fuck Justin, bro. It's one of them. I still want to see that dude win, because even though I don't agree with everything homie does, I know a lot of doors that shit opens up for other people. And I've never discredited that aspect. I've always said,
they got my homie Ichabod Crane going to Rectober, bro. You know Ichabod. That's dope as fuck.
Ichabod, I see my homies, the Hicks, are going to be at Rectober, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that, at the end of the day, like, a lot of this shit, Justin's issue with me before even Hickerbilly shit was a miscommunication of some shit that turned into, well, it was fuck him before, so now it's more fuck him because he rides with the enemy. So be it. And I fucking said the same shit and threw my shots. And like I said, as men, we ain't gotta like each other. But I still want to see him win. Even Hickerbilly. I hate that motherfucker. But guess what? I still hope he wins because I know you got kids to feed, man. I still hope you win. But just know, if I have any say so in the motherfucker, you're going to be back in the motherfucking field working a real motherfucking job, or you're going to be the next goddamn Johnny Gobble online with no fucking job crying about fucking your YouTube.
Well, and the thing is, reason why, I was one of them that didn't want to burn this motherfucker because me and TJ said, you know what, we're going to wash our hands and walk away a couple months ago. Because this dude, me and TJ were asking for help, and now finding out that this dude kept asking everybody for fucking help, like constantly, pisses me off. Because you're gonna sit there and trash, like that's what pissed me off even more. Though I'm like, you know what, you want to take it personal, me, and I kept it quiet. But now after I seeing that all the shit I've been speaking on actually has proof on this shit, and it's not just me talking, not just J Devil talking, not just TJ talking, it's actual fucking proof. Finally. Like, it's gratifying to a point, and I hate to say that because I don't like to speak that, but about fucking time everybody's paying attention.
That's the only reason I wanted to fucking say shit, man, because I already knew the hell I was going to catch, and I already knew all the shit, man. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and say it here. Everybody here knows this already. I don't give a flying fuck what anybody in this chat, anybody in Hickerbilly's chat, anybody on fucking line that has a fucking opinion of me. That doesn't faze me, guys. Think what you want to about me. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I am that person that when I see some shit, I am going to speak the fuck up. When shit's fucking wrong, I will fucking acknowledge my shit and fucking keep it moving. And at the end of the day, all this shit is unfucking necessary and never should have fucking came to this. And if we look back, there was one motherfucker still stoking the fire every chance they got, man.
I want to have a serious conversation with you, Ops.
Go ahead, Bo. You know I'm here for it.
So you said it several times on this panel that you and I have known each other for quite some time now, and we're on and off into it, right?
Facts.
So, but out of all the time you've known me, you've seen me be the same person. You've seen what I've done for artists out here.
Yep.
Right? So, with all that you just said, just once during all that bullshit over there on that Hickerbilly panel that I was going through it with y'all on, why weren't you the one to stand up in that moment and say, hold on, I'm not going to let y'all do that and say that because that's bullshit, because I've known TJ, and whether I'm good with him or not, facts are he's sacrificed a lot over the years for a lot of motherfuckers who happen to be on that panel, who happen to be a part of the fucking Creek Squad, who happen to fucking benefit, that people on that panel actually benefited from. So why did you not at some point give me my credit where my credit was due instead of always trying to dog me and threaten me?
To be honest with you, TJ, more so the loyalty, and on top of the fact that, bro, as sad as it is to say it, I don't even give a motherfucker for people to care, but it's like, for somebody that did so much for a group of motherfuckers, every day I had to prove my fucking loyalty to these guys. So anytime I question some shit, then now all of a sudden my loyalty is being questioned twice as fucking hard. So I picked and chose my battles.
You said that your loyalty and you had done so much shit. Take that and put yourself in my shoes of doing that same thing for over 20 years, to have people, the artists like you and Hickerbilly and other people, try to dog me after everything I've done for almost 20 years.
Yep. No, you're not wrong.
How that make me feel?
No, I can only imagine, and that's why I said, and that was why, I have no problem admitting to that, because I know, like, bro, you and I, we had misunderstandings, and then you called me on some grown man shit. I hadn't even thought of you in years, bro. When we did that show in Nashville, he fucking Colt called me, and you hopped on the phone and was like, "Hey, man, like, what's up? We need to talk when I get there. Like, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? What we had that conversation, bro, and it's been the same type of energy every time we see each other. And that's why I said, at the end of the day, I might not agree with everything you do, and you might not agree with me, but I got respect for you because you ain't never shown me you'll go there, like, obviously, but you're that dude that tries to talk everybody down from the bullshit before it goes there, because you already know when it goes there, it only makes shit worse.
Yep.
Thanks. Nah, that's why I wanted to get this, because we were talking about this Friday, and that I didn't have as much time as I wanted to, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and get all this done, because I've really noticed over the past couple months, people only know what they hear. They don't really know what's going on. Like, it showed me this when people wanted to run with the bullshit with J Double when Dub said what he did. Nobody really took the time to get to know this dude. They didn't know that the fact that me and TJ were backing this dude. Then when the shit happened up with me and TJ, people really thought we were in there trying to get Justin's pockets when we don't even talk to Justin. I have Justin Time's phone number. I have it. I just haven't texted him my new number because I don't feel the need to want to talk to him. Plus, one, I know he's busy, and two, where I'm going, it's not country rap. I don't need to clarify that. Like, if you know, you know. But me and Justin, I don't have no ill will towards him. He showed up to a fucking event. That's more than I can say to most people.
And like prime example of that, like to reiterate what Great White said. The first time them dudes got on there clowning shop and ACAL, using the N-word with the A at the end and fucking doing that shit. After that episode, I told everybody in the group chat how I felt about that shit, because I'm from that era where I've been given the pass and I still won't use the motherfucker. Like, because I have seen motherfuckers get dropped for less. It is a respect thing. But even after that, motherfuckers had something to say, where's my loyalty lie? And then before everything blew up, prime example, we'll use me as part of it, but the homie Mason. They love Mason so much, right? That's their boy, right? That's their little brother. Him and I are not on panel. I'm on vacation in Florida doing my work shit, fucking this show and shit. And then I fucking look, and you got Lord motherfucking Luss on there.
Man,
now that disrespectful piece of shit talked to my Bubba's mother out the side of his neck on some foul ass shit. Let alone all the foul shit prior to that. The fact that the motherfucker just got a show fucked up in North Carolina a month ago for people that you're supposed to be cool with.
Yeah.
He was half the reason the North Carolina shit got fucked up, remember?
Let's talk about Luss.
Doing all that fucking racist shit. That's why that was half the reason they was mad at
What
North
did
Carolina.
Luss do?
But he hops on that panel, and I fucking told them dudes, I'm like, this is exactly why I'm falling back. Like, y'all got Lord Luss up there. And Hickerbilly's response to that was, well, good thing you weren't on panel then, huh? Nah, motherfucker, out of respect for me and motherfucking Mason, cool, y'all trying to clout chase because he pulled up on Justin, as y'all said. And then you show the fucking video and dude's outside. He didn't pull up on shit. He pulled up in the area. No, where I come from, if you pull up, you go walk up to the motherfucker in the crowd, even if he's surrounded by security, you punch that motherfucker in the mouth. That's a pull-up. So you didn't pull up on shit. But y'all tried to ride that little wave and get some little views and bring Lord Luss up there to get some views.
I heard different.
On Justin.
I heard come out to him and the motherfucker didn't do nothing but back up.
But either way, you see what I'm saying?
I seen the video.
They took the views to bring him up there as opposed to their quote-unquote loyalty and respect to two people that ride hard as fuck for you. You chose the views over your loyalty and the respect to motherfuckers like me and Mason. Because I'm sorry.
And also,
that shit to even about a motherfucker like Jay, that me and Jay are cool. I ain't got no beef with Jay, but he's not like my homie. Mason's my little brother, bro. But if a motherfucker said that about Jay, who's just a homie of mine's fucking mom, it'd be fuck that motherfucker for life just because you don't act like that, period. That's some disrespectful ass shit.
Do you not remember when Luss got trolled by fucking Upchurch and Hickerbilly trolled the fuck out of Luss for months?
Months. Now your buddies
was dogging the holy dog shit out of him and Dusty. And then you're gonna have him on there and act like you're friends when literally like, yeah, no, that's
That's why I said, man, when you see shit like that, it's hard to not fucking take the rose-colored glasses off. It's like, my loyalty and respect means nothing to you, bro, because at the end of the day, out of respect for me, you shouldn't have brought that motherfucker up there. I drove 20 fucking hours to North Carolina and had to pivot a fucking show with my homie Razor because of this dude. Granted, he was part of the problem, but still, that enough should be like, man, we can't fuck with that dude, bro. He done fuck shit up for the guys. He done talk shit about Mason's mom. Like, we can't fuck with that dude. No, you're like, he pulled up on Justin. Let's get the views. Let's get the views. And then you watch in the vicinity. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I TJ said too. I heard the rumors about I heard that Justin actually might have confronted him, but I also seen the video when this motherfucker tried to pull up on Jigsaw, and Jigsaw came outside with his little buddy too, and Luss went back to the car.
Or what about when he
But
pulled
this
up
is
on her and
even
tried to tell
like,
Joe that he was down the street, and Joe
oh,
Sticks pulled up on him with no motherfucking shoes on at the
and the
very
fact
got
that
ready to
this
whoop
clown
that
ass
man's
dude can
ass.
laugh, like, ha ha ha, this is so, like, no motherfucker, you said the dude's a fucking chomo and shit. Like, hell yeah, he showed up barefoot, country as hell to beat your ass.
Ready to
You
whip
pussied
your
out.
ass. And then gonna say,
Like,
well, my location's on Snapchat. Like, motherfucker, don't nobody give a fuck about your goddamn
like the
Snapchat
fact
location.
that you want to run with this dude and sit there and just be in this vicinity of this dude and just think it's cool and take his victim ass story. Fuck out of there with this shit. They just showed me right there, which I didn't fuck with him for months. Like, when I got to the point where Hickabilly wanted to, he made everybody believe that I was trying to play off that he was a racist and make everybody make that up. Like, so I stopped going over there and just kept finding out shit from people clipping and sending. I then got to the point where I just begged people, like, hey, yo, just stop. Like, if you want to say something, cool. Otherwise, I don't fuck with him. And I had to say the same thing about TJ.
Mate, Jay. I'm cheating on my old lady.
Oh, fuck.
And she's sitting here, she's listening to me. And I'm saying it in front of her. I found a new bitch, and her name's Karma, and I love that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, nah.
And Karma's gonna watch me clap up Church's cheeks tonight.
Nah, I love Karma, man. I love, like, Karma is a motherfucker because that is all I am seeing. Like, damn. Upchurch said all he did and how everybody's downfall was going to happen. And all I see is tours. You know, shout out to my Bubba Mike's sons. He's on tour right now with Dirty for that part of the Outlaw Nation show. And
I'm gonna make Upchurch give me head.
I'm seeing, you know, the War Tour going on. Like, I'm seeing albums getting dropped, music videos getting dropped. But you know what? I'm not seeing other side besides crazy ass IG stories. Songs that are relevant, songs that are getting pushed out or anything from Creek Squad. You know, Creeker 3 had, you know, I agree with that. That was compared to his other albums, trash. There was, you know, a couple songs that I, you know, might have liked. I can't really remember names of them, but no, like, I've seen nothing but everybody that wished the downfall for everyone lose almost damn near every fucking thing, while everybody that was getting prayed for their downfall keep kicking ass.
Yep.
And this is just facts, because I'm sure if you're losing everything, you're not going to go on fucking tour, not just one tour, but multiple, and have multiple videos and not blame everybody for your fucking problems, which is one thing I can say I have not seen A-Cal do. I've seen him get pissed off and want to speak on some certain shit, which I don't blame him. You know, somebody's poking me and saying all kinds of weird ass shit without facts, just like we're doing right now, doing this. I'm going to speak on it because I haven't really had a chance to have Obsolete, TJ, and J Double, four people that were directly involved in this shit on this panel in months since all this shit originally popped up.
Thanks.
Because nobody wanted to believe us. It was like, oh, you're just trying to sit there and stir the pot. No, motherfuckers, pay attention, because this is what's going to happen. And look what the fuck happened.
And then you look, they run, you know, they clown about
church.
I was about to say their favorite thing to say is this side, you know, has the same plays and the same playbook, but it's like, guys, let's run it back. So it started with Justin, and it was Justin was a woman beater, and they're gay, and all this, and then it was Adam's gay. He likes to watch his old lady get fucked by other dudes, and then it was so and so's gay, and this, and then it's like Cackalack leaves, and Cackalack's a faggot, and he's gay, and he's all this, and then I leave, and then the whole fucking narrative for the next month is how I'm fucking gay, and I like to watch my old lady get fucked by dudes, and like they have the same fucking every time somebody falls out from y'all motherfuckers, you got two things you run to fucking use, and you can't back up any of it. Like that's my problem. All you
they just grow with it.
Run your motherfucking mouth. Prove it. Prove a fucking video. Prove a receipt where you can prove any of the shit that you've said, because you can't. But little do you know, or you do know, and that's why you ain't said it. I can prove every fucking thing I've ever said about you fucking clowns, bro. And I don't take it there because I'm not Hicker bitch. I don't have to show other people's messages to get my point across. You are doing this right here for everybody to see, bro. You get on live for 3 hours and do nothing but talk shit about motherfuckers like me that I threw my shots. I've been leaving you alone for a week. I ain't said shit. And you still over here with my name in your mouth because you must love the fucking taste. Because you the fucking cock-smoking faggot, bro. You want to throw around allegations. You the type of motherfucker that apparently like to beat up on your old lady. You ain't finna fight no motherfucking man. You wasn't going to fight JW. You said you was going to shoot him. So, I mean, you didn't pull up to fight TJ after you threatened to fuck up his whole fucking family. Like, who are you really trying to scare, bro? Your facade has been pulled down. We see you for who you are now. And now you want everybody to fucking not? Like, that's not how this works, bro. I was raised, shout out to the fucking triple OG, motherfucking Lil White, because back in the day, I learned real quick, if he acting like a bitch, we gonna treat him like a bitch. If he acting like a bitch, we gonna treat him like a bitch.
Well,
and
and
boy,
that's
you
where
got bitch-made blood running all through.
Since we have odds on here, can you play Boots Muddy?
Where they at?
No, we got a song. It's a cipher. It's got the Hicks. It's got Ricky Baxter, Levi Lee,
That's nasty.
Campaign, CWI, Mark Gores, and OG Black Sheep.
Mark Gorson, a.k.a. Country Rap Suge Knight. No.
Hey.
Shout out Mark Gorson.
That dude, man.
When I see him share that the other day, I said, no, they didn't. They didn't call my Bubba the Suge Knight of country rap.
See, what people don't know is when they sit there and disrespect me like that, like, and then they want to shout out Muddy Water Gang and shit. Yeah, I am Muddy Water Gang, and Mark sees that shit, and Mark don't appreciate it neither. Me and Mark talk about it all the time.
Before I play this song, how much of a bitch you gotta be to call Mark Gordon to get me and TJ to stop hitting on your ass? Call like it is, TJ. Nah, we got facts on this shit. Like, he called Mark on me and you. He called Mark.
So when he threatened to kill my kids, I told him straight up. He used a certain motorcycle club, and if you've ever been around motorcycle clubs, you know you don't speak their name in business publicly. He spoke on a certain motorcycle club, and I have ties to that club through my godfather, my godparents, and stuff, and I'm in their book of protection. So I made a phone call as soon as he did that. The next day, he was calling apologizing, but he called Mark talking about, is TJ really that guy? Does TJ know that? Blah, 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 blah. He's like, yeah, TJ's really that guy. Like, you fucked up. And them motherfuckers like, can you please get him off of me? Can you please tell him to stop and leave me alone? Yeah. That's a fact. That really happened.
Yeah, man, baby shit song, boy.
Oh, dude, it's been like literally me and TJ been sitting back like this. You know what? This is why we walked away from. He's like, we just can't because ain't nobody paying attention. Then Macaulay hit me up after he went at him, and he was like, dude, Mark just called me. I'm like, no fucking way, because he just did the same shit to me and TJ. But all right, let me go ahead and spin this cipher.
Let's get it.
Shout out to everybody on this song except for KK Trippy.
Shout out, y'all. I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to be watching them.
I'll send Trippy's on.
Who's ready to slide to the money? To the money. Who's ready to slide to the money?
Much love, y'all.
Much love, Jacob.
Oh, that water's cold, but it feels like home. You can find me where the roots are grown. A little muddy, never hurt nobody. Sometimes that's where you find your story. We all family around these parts. Ballin' hard, we all the charts. Big dogs, I'm 4x4. We too fast, might catch a charge.
Southern bread, Memphis raised. I'm a crazy cracker, they love to hate. In the streets, in the woods, we doing that shit you wish you could. We ready slide, we getting muddy. Pull up and meet my little buddy. This 12 gauge gonna leave you bloody. No time for that, we getting money.
This big campaign and I get to the loot. So too deep, bitch, I get to the roots. Just like Pac had to get to the juice. Could've get to the top, had to blow through the roof. Roll with the troops, rest the fatigues. Get at you like sneeze, they begging, they plead. Beg to be free, we taking the lead. Knowing them big dogs are ready to feed. I'm coming up out the mud. I'm a country thug, but I show that love. I've been stacking up, can't get enough. Missouri plug, you know what's up. Got the girl, I got the gun. Step we kicking it down on the farm. Money from head to toe, we wear this shit like it was a lucky charm. Money water gang in this bitch, kicking it with my brother Levi Lee. Richie battled the Hicks and right in the middle of the shit where you gonna find me. Said that I couldn't, so I had to show them why the fuck I could. Out here killing these stages with my idols, just like how I should. Give me the crown or get the fuck up out of my way. Said that I'd never make it, now they're all pissed off, realizing I'm here to stay.
I've been getting the money, I've been getting the dough, I've been getting the money while I'm fucking on these hoes. I've been getting the money, I've been getting the dough, I've been getting the money while I'm up on the road. On a mission, I'm Levi Lee, living my life in Tennessee. If they want a real one, they're sending me 931 to the 313, taking out all my enemies. In the crosshairs, a lock and load. Up clip, let's rock and roll. That's obsolete, there's no obstacle.
Fuck these people that hate me, they just mad. Got hella paper like China, got bicycle racks. Never complacent, I'm moving like trains on the track. What they know about that? Folk keep on ringing, I don't pick it up, they be sending the facts. A prophet AM, so I send it back facts.
OG, I'm the big dog. Next level, I'm the final boss. Game's on the line and you need to score. I'm the motherfucking cracker that you got to call. Mud flying, hubs locked, wide open, balls to the wall. I'm living what I preach, they on their knees, praying wanna see me fall. That shit don't go round here. Everybody's status on goat round here. Fucking with the muddy water, up shit's creek with no motherfucking boat around here.
Never no obstacle, cold as a popsicle. Criminal with the flow, put you in hospital. Moving so volatile, my game is infinite. Every move that we make really is militant. I'm trying to own islands like my name was Gilligan. We finna get it in until the bitter end. Yeah, you've been rolling with outlaws and veterans. Yeah, we delivering musical medicine.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
They ain't doing whapping.
Man, like and that right there, you know, that's when you put bullshit aside and just focus on business, things like that can happen.
Man.
And if you get wrapped up in your little feelings because you decide to create a whole lot of friction with a whole lot of people, and you don't know who's going to kick your ass or not, that's a whole lot of you problem.
Thanks.
Like last I checked, I can go outside, go to any show I want, go to any podcast I want, besides, you know, Hickabilly's. And that's kind of weird because I'm me, and no matter where I go, I have my opinions on shit. You might not agree with me, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're gonna realize, damn, Jay's a real one. Facts. Because I don't want a damn thing from anybody but respect. That's all I want. Like, obviously, you know me. You've been here before shit. Me and you locked in a whole year and a half before we even met. You were there. You were one of the ones that saw the hate I got for the Upchurch article I wrote for Country Rap News. Like, I was fucking it. Like, I was sitting, like, I was a nobody. I was just just doing my mental health podcast and worked for Country Rap News, writing articles, and I wrote why Clippy D and Kid were no longer a part of the group. And I got Kid came after my ass, and a couple other people did. And how dare I speak on Ryan? And I found out the hard way. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't talk on this shit again.
What's funny is, and I've noticed it on a lot of other podcasts, and stuff that I've been seeing, like, that was something I had always heard from, fucking Church himself. Like, he doesn't like the super fans. But if you notice, that's the only people still supporting this dude.
Like fucking Dagmar. Like, how are you gonna have multiple people that, I spoke on this shit, and I just think it's weird. How are you gonna have somebody that made a case about you, that you literally have a whole fucking project out of trolling this motherfucker, and because of what he did to Triple T, which no matter how you cut this shit, man, a dude that was middle-aged did what he said he was going to do. Jack Byrne pulled up, did what he... But that's a fucking retired combat vet, y'all. That is not somebody... That's not me. That's not obsolete. That's not Shaden. That's not somebody that's right there on his level on shit.
I've said it before, man, and I
like, no clout from that shit.
I feel like...
The viewers on your podcast are all living in spots with a bunch of bed bugs. I'm just saying. When I watch them in the chat, I picture people in houses with a bunch of bed bugs and cockroaches. Like, it is nasty. They are nasty people.
Or you could be Wisco and be in the garage
Oh no, that's
You
sister
can't.
cousin. That's sister cousin. Fuck a Wisco. That's a sister cousin.
Yeah, because you can't sober up enough to go inside and not be a drunk fool. You know. But
He don't want us to see his he'll have eyes family. I'm saying. I mean, when you get when you get a sister brother cousin fucking another sister brother cousin, you get a papa granddaddy auntie.
This man said a papa granddaddy auntie.
I mean, hey, have you not seen this shit, Shaden? Like, I'm not bullshit when I told you this shit the other day, bro. Here is my facts and my receipt because this is true fucking hit, like legit. Before, how
like
can you speak on somebody that this is you? Yeah, and then you had to piggyback off of something, but you're not self-made. And then you had KK Trippy's punk ass. Like, nah.
Post your other picture.
The other picture? All right. Yeah, your favorite picture. Oh, Mike, I got you.
Said the favorite picture.
Oh, dude, like he wanted me to. As soon I seen this shit when I got home, was getting ready to get in the shower and chill out for the night.
Going to jail the bed so they wouldn't pull his ponytail.
Mike Chance.
What up, Mike?
My big Mike.
Obsolete, what's up, you dog? We supposed to work, weren't we?
Man, yeah, you shit. I know people get busy, bro. I already know the chaos, man. They got lost in the middle and the motherfuckers. Everybody pulled back, bro. I ain't mad about it. Shit. I watched it, man. At the end of the day,
what?
Like
Is that kid trippy?
Yeah, that's KKK
He stayed in bed so they wouldn't pull his ponytail.
What did he get arrested for? Bodily injury, family violence.
Apparently choking his dad, but this is not his first offense. And the person that sent me this got it from their domestic abuse advocate. So
no wonder Obsolete didn't like that motherfucker.
Obsolete, hey, look, man, you're right, man. You know, I really just try to get myself together, man. Like, I'm so tired of depending on other people. And I really just trying to be a one-stop shop. You know what I mean? The only motherfucking good people out there is Jay Davenport. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy?
There's other ones out here.
Jay always been solid, man. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, bro. That's one thing I can say. You know, Jay, after everything that happened, you know, which me and Jay spoke on shit, but like Jay's always shown me respect, man, because he already knew at the end of the day, like until he had reason, you know, until he gave me reason to have a problem with him, I've always been that dude, man. Like, and a lot of people thought a lot of my beefs were because I rode with Hickorbilly, and a lot of beefs I inherited by rolling with dudes. So yeah, obviously it's gonna be fuck them if it's fuck my homeboy. That's what my loyalty is, bro. Anybody that's loyal knows, like, your homies ain't always right, and you gonna ride for them. And when after you get done, you gonna be like, listen here, motherfucker, you get me in some more shit.
Well, the thing that really made me really start paying attention was when he was sitting there talking about all these artists and everybody come on over. And I'm like, dude, you know, I'm doing these beat challenges and all that. Like, it will help. Like, you know, let's do this network. You know, let's branch out and shit.
Well, you make beats out
like he.
No. Jay was doing.
No, I used to do open beat challenge. Like I was doing out here. I was giving beats away and shit. Trying to get everybody away from all the bullshit and drama. And that motherfucker would sit there and push me down the back burner. And like, I don't know where he got this from. You know, you guys be careful with him. He's a scam artist. Like, I'm a scam artist? Who? Motherfucker, what? I'm out here trying to help people.
Hey, look, I'm going to say this, bro. At least Jay ain't ever here doing gate capinism.
I want y'all to meet up and link up. Like, I want y'all to fucking because that's the whole point of y'all doing this. Like, I can tell you, like, I'm out here helping y'all try to network and get to that next level, whatever it might be. Like, watch my Bubba Mike Sons. I am so proud of that fucking dude. Sorry to say it like that. He doesn't mean, like, no disrespect, but literally, y'all, everything is possible. 10 of soul. Right. It is possible to get out here and do this shit, y'all. You just got to get out of your fucking way.
Yep.
You see that damn, look at that camera. That motherfucker got AI on it. I go like this and start tracking you. That shit is the answer to everything, bro. For real, for solo content, Jay, listen. If I go, I put that bitch on a tripod, that gimbal, right? If I go hold the OK sign, it'll track my ass everywhere I go, bro.
Yeah, that's why I hate that AI shit.
Difference. I'm gonna tell everybody the difference between almost everybody and Hickorbilly. Okay. At some point, you're always gonna have someone say that you're not a good person. It doesn't matter what someone says about you. It matters what you show if you give them a reason to say it. Picture Billy has given people a reason to say he's not a good person.
Facts.
20
Billy's
years
fake
in
as
the
fuck
business,
though.
I've made sure not to give nobody the reason to say I'm a bad person. I've never fucked nobody over on any kind of money. I've never not kept my word when I did a show and took care of the artist and took care of my people. I've never had to sign a contract like that. That's real. That's real shit. That's being a person of good standing. You know what I'm saying? Having morals and shit. I don't sit out here and for no reason call someone a chomo or fucking talk shit or threaten their fucking kids' lives or none of that shit. Like, dude's a fucking clown, man. And the sooner people realize that and shut him the fuck out, the better off this whole genre will fucking be.
Facts.
Well, that's like Obsolete told me on the phone the other day. He was like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you got going on, who you got going on with, bro. I'm gonna ride where loyalty lies.
That's it, man. Like,
And he's always told me that anytime I know I can need Obsolete, I know he's gonna have my six.
and that's how I've been in Jay. You know, Jay seen that shit too. And like, even TJ, man, like me and TJ have had our problems and shit. But like, TJ knows if a motherfucker really needed some shit, bro, and a motherfucker he could depend on, like that knew whatever it was that he needed fucking done, bro. I do the same shit for TJ, even though, you know, me and him ain't always seen eye to eye. But that's what I do, bro, because at the end of the day, all the bullshit aside, I could not like motherfuckers all day. But I'm here for the music, bro. I'm here to watch us all fucking do what none of us were told we could fucking accomplish, bro. We were all told we could never fucking do shit. We were all told we were idiots if we wanted to fucking rap. We were all told some kind of shit when we decided to fucking do this goddamn game they call the rap business or whatever. And we all got laughed at and treated like shit by people we thought fucking cared about us. And at the end of the day, we're out here chasing a fucking dream that's like going home to a toxic fucking wife every night. We go out here and spend thousands of dollars and fucking don't ever see hardly any return. And we fucking sit here and beat our heads up against the fucking wall daily wondering if we made the right decision. And then we got to deal with fucking clowns like this out here that taint the fucking genre even more. This shit's already fucking hard, bro.
Well, that's like I'm getting fucking shit talk for doing that fucking song with Jeff McCool and Shotgun Shane and shit. Like, bro, I'm sorry you have bad blood. They ain't never fucked me over. You know? Like, I don't. Why the fuck do I got to give a fuck what you got going on?
People need to stop trying to make other people's problems their problems too. That's what that's why I love jumping on Triple T's podcast when he has open panel, because there's 9 times out of 10 there's some dumb fuck that wants to come in there and try to speak on some shit, and I don't get why people just love to do that shit. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I won because no, motherfucker, you just proved that you're an idiot."
So kind of to speak on a little bit of what Shaden just said, like I won't ask someone to I couldn't do that because what I have going on with someone is my business, and I don't expect to defend me. I can fight my side. However, I will say this in the same aspect, like that was that. If you see that a person's doing some fucked up shit and they're fucked up for it, they're just a fucked up individual, and you're still fucking associating yourself with them, I can only assume that you're just a fucked up fail. You know what I'm saying? Because of a festival flock of fucking together.
That part.
Yo,
example, the
y'all
Ricky
playing
Freezy
music?
thing with Johnny Gobble. Everybody was trying to tell Johnny about this shit, and what did he do? He ran with it because you know why? He wanted the views. Them kind of people, just let them fade away because eventually they'll run out of bullshit. They'll crumble, and then they're left with nothing.
There's 2 different types of people in this shit. There's the listeners and there's the antagonizers. And half of this genre is so fucking drama filled. It's fucking crazy. Literally, you can't I can't go on a fucking YouTube panel without hearing somebody speaking on church. I mean, granted, I spoke a lot of shit on church. Granted, I ain't gonna hold that back, but I can't go on a fucking panel with somebody talking about church, somebody talking about this AI shit. You know, just anybody talking shit. You know. And I told Dylan, I was like, bro, country rap needs to go back to being about the fucking music, and not about who has what and who made what.
I mean, it's kind of hard when one of the leaders in so-called Golden Boy is out his fucking gourd.
Well, see, that's like that comment.
I'm not even just Like, how can you look at that shit and say, you know what? That's what I want to be at. That's where my leader. That's the leader of this genre. Really?
Well, see,
As
you
much
know
shit as
for a
everybody talk
fact.
about Michael having a monkey before
Well, see, you
everything
know
else
for a
popped up.
fact, bro.
Like,
Church was out of
that's
line.
weird.
You know what? You know for a fact, Church was out of line, bro. When he said the shit he said.
Yeah, he said that about my people. Like, not only I'm not talking about Justin and like my buddy, my big bro Kyle Kane was at fucking Nashville. Smo was in Nashville. DK Truly was in Nashville. Like people that I'm personally like, I call brother and then my phone. I talk to almost every week. Were there. These dudes are definitely not sex traffickers, and they have daughters. You
I
weird
was in
motherfucker.
Nashville.
Well, it's just like the comment he made, and it's a comment that's been sticking with me since that fucking live stream where he said we're all mad that he's fucking rich. If it wasn't for us streaming your motherfucking music, bitch, you wouldn't be fucking rich.
Well, his whole fan base was a whole bunch of good old boys that were country.
Stump from Eye for an Eye pulled up in Nashville, bro. Like that's one of the.
That's an OG name right there.
So, Mike Manick was in Nashville. Come on, dog. Like I can go on for days on people who were there when I was there.
The fucking Boondock Kings were in fucking Nashville.
Yes.
Like fucking Jeff McCool, Danny O Country was in Nashville. All the OG motherfuckers that nobody talks about anymore. Like shit, bro. When are they gonna start fucking realizing that the old cats is what built this fucking genre? It wasn't just fucking Ryan.
It wasn't Ryan.
I had a phone call of what happened with fucking Lord Lust. So right after that happened,
he was one of the original promoters to help open the door for Ryan Upchurch. Right.
Like nobody talks about fucking Colt Ford. Nobody talks about the fucking Lax. Nobody talks about the OGs. Like literally, the fucking Moonshine Bandits, Mike Bama, fucking Stormy Lee. Nobody talks about them anymore.
The Lax.
Like Smo the Panda, TJ the Freak, shit like that. Like nobody talks about them.
Because that's why I said with obviously earlier, like this is not a shot at the redneck, but there's a whole wave of people in this lane that don't want to associate with Justin because it's no shot, but they've been doing this shit a while. Like they love the Raven, but they're also another group that just want to do their own shit.
Yeah.
So
and that's like some of these people. That's like look.
Most of the people in this genre right now don't even know who Eye for an Eye is. You say the name David Ray, they can't tell you who that is or what fucking or what that name, what water that name holds. You know what I'm saying?
You tell somebody you say the name Young Buck, nobody's gonna know who the fuck that is either.
No.
And it's sad.
No.
People think Jelly Roll was always fucking mainstream, bro. Jelly Roll was out there when 100 was coming out.
Come on, bro.
Like
I had a show I had a welcome. I've got the flyer, my fucking bio, dog. Welcome home, Struggle Jennings show with Jelly Roll and them before they were anybody when Struggle first got out of prison. Like, come on, man. People
does anybody not remember Welcome to the fucking Trap House?
Say, O-N-E, motherfucker. Welcome to my area.
Or the little white Jelly Roll.
I gave that bitch malaria.
Pop another pill, Jelly Roll, little white. They don't know. They didn't know Jelly when Jelly went to Memphis to Selecto Hits with little shit and met DJ Paul and all them. Like, come on, man. They don't know the history. But they always push the speak on something. They don't know
10-minute freestyles, man. Like that's the first time I ever found Jelly Roll was one of his 10-minute fucking freestyles.
They don't know that he did the addiction kill shit. Like they don't know any of that.
What made me want to look into Jelly Roll
like,
was listening to Easier for You, well, F You by him and Tech. Like, that's what made me want to look into who Jelly Roll was. I'm like, dude, I've heard this dude when he used to fucking like trap rap. Like, that's what he sounds like now. And then the album he did, Little White, because Demons is one of my favorite songs. That's
like nobody knows. Like nobody knows who Little White is nowadays because nobody listens to none of his new shit. Like all they know about is fucking acid and Oxycontin and shit like that, bro.
You know
Like,
what?
you call yourself a little white fan if you say only thing that you know is
Hold on,
Oxycontin.
I'm going to test everybody on this fucking panel if y'all want to bring up White. What was the name of the fucking group he was with before he ever met fucking 3-6 Mafia?
See, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't find White till Doubt Me Now, so I can't even act like I
That
did.
same, that's.
Go. See, I knew him back then, Shelby Forest Click days, whenever then he went and signed with 3-6 Mafia, and fucking Shelby Forest Click got left behind, and they wanted to start shit with White all the time over there in Memphis and shit, and how they sent a fucking crackhead. All that shit that he rapped about in his song was for real. They went in his house, in his mom's house, and gave her brain damage. Like,
Dude,
yeah,
that's like nobody talks. That's like nobody talks about Danny Boone or Alexander King anymore.
Nope.
Well, hey, fellas,
like, y'all
made
not,
me
like, do
really
these
a fan of
motherfuckers not
White.
realize that Rehab is the biggest independent fucking band out?
You know, before I hop off here, I want to touch on what you just said. Motherfuckers don't even realize how big a role Rehab played. Fucking Rich shouted out fucking Danny Boone in Rehab in one of his tracks, talking about if it wasn't for them dudes, he probably would have never got half the traction that he got. So right there,
Fucking
Rich,
what about
Rich
Easy FMG, bro?
Right.
What about EMG? I don't know the fucking like the fucking lettering for it, but like nobody talks about him anymore either.
But hey, y'all, as much fun as I've had on these pods, man, I gotta get off here and get back to work.
You're good, man. I heard you was printing and all that. Much love, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Time to get back to work. Y'all seen I was picking these vinyls while I was sitting here, boy. Shit ain't no days off around here. We ain't got time to worry about motherfuckers that's sitting online all goddamn day talking shit. We know y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Some of us got work.
And the reason why I did what I did today, everybody, you know, y'all can feel how you do Bob Sleep. Again, that's my homie. He had the one of the day. He was one of the ones that spoke up for me. And he can back up everything me and TJ were saying with the facts that we presented today because these dudes made it personal. So fuck it. Why not make it personal? Now, I don't have to bring this shit up ever again unless you motherfuckers want to take it there and then we can take it even farther. But I don't want to.
Man. Like I said, y'all catch me on Grizz LEP TV Thursday. I'll touch on it a little bit more. And then after that, bro, I mean, as much as, you know, I might not agree with everything little buddy says all the time. Hey, Cal put it best the other night, man. These motherfuckers get no more oxygen, bro. Like y'all made a living off of Chop and Just in Time and all these dudes for the last month, and I was right there part of it. Then you made your living off Cackalack and all of us since we left for the last month. Like eventually, y'all gonna run out of shit to talk about for us, and you're gonna have to find somebody else to move on. Because I'm not gonna keep engaging it, bro. If y'all want to take it to the street, we can go there. If y'all put some shit on wax, we don't want to do that. But
we knew as soon as we walked away. They were going to try to find somebody, and they couldn't find nobody. It was going to implode within themselves.
That's like if they can't talk about church, it's not going to fill their fucking pockets because he drives their algorithms.
Right.
He fucking thinks they're a bunch of clowns.
Much love, TJ, Jay, Shady.
Much love, Maurice.
Who we got? Mike Chance. I appreciate you, Bubba. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, I was probably about to end it with some songs, and then I was probably about to get off here because she's about to show up with some groceries and the little one, and then I got None Rilla and Odd-Job coming on, so the night's about to be dope. But my homie Gavin Noble, he's in the comments on Facebook. He sent me this song. This is Wider Noise.
White boy trying to diss me, man. What the fuck is wrong with Wiggers? Featuring your diss because you want to do a song with niggas. You know what I do, nigga. I'm losing rap in the pink skin.
A box of rich is what he's about to make. The only bread he's getting is them crackers while I'm getting cake. Diallo speaks of boxes, cause the truth is that's just where he stays. False flagging every single time this man takes the stage. Look. Diallo, why you say lying on every song that you do? I gotta know, was you riding them little buses? We know that you're slow. And why you dissing my bitch, man? Have you looked in the code? Just lay your head on the belly, then you can be on the road. And how you mentioning my kids? Your daughter is not close. Visitation you won't beg. Baby mama gon' say no. Flying back with a sad face. You're used to them bad days. She probably don't let you see her because of your bad ways. Is it true that you hate me or do you hate that you're not me? Tying bud all in your ear, making you think you got me.
Dude, I'm big dog and that shit
it's minimal, you're just pitiful. Crying to the man in the mirror, cause you're a little dude. My mic and speakers cost more than you ever making. Claiming you get deposits but couldn't afford no bacon. Triple owning your music, so how you afford to hate? You saying you gonna kill me, I'm starting to lose my patience. You saying you gonna kill me, try killing it as a father. What's the reason you don't see her? Don't make me call baby mama. 2,651 miles away. That's the distance between you and your child, okay? So next time you mention mine, just know that we great. Try to parent through FaceTime, you know that you can't. This nigga ain't even in the same damn state. See, I didn't say the words, so don't worry about the pain. I ain't worried about your drink, I don't care what you think. Who gives a fuck that I'm paying? Cause when it's beef, I'm a crank. That Westside shit about the same. Fuck you and your skank. My pointy nose just did some sniffing and I know a pussy stink. Diallo became a shooter right after he finished shot her. He should've just stuck to hooping and never jumped off Ramada. That money he claim he getting, we knowin' he getting nada. Jewelry shipping from Sheen, claiming this shit is Prada.
I could never be you.
Really, what more could be true? You picked to be a Sally with Diddy before you pick you. I'm about to turn this entire beefing into a beef stew. So it'd be really better for you if you choose to be cool. But you could never be cool, and you could never be me. If diet hip-hop's what I'm spitting, then you won't get to eat. Another day in your office, leaving Diallo jawless. Diallo claiming he lawless, but 911's in your call list. I know your parents must be sad as fuck, because you turned into a bum. Some shit you just can't scrub away. Diallo is just fucking scum. This shit is fucking dumb. Diallo really thinks he won. Diallo isn't calling shots, I'll let you know when this is done. Yeah, she's fucking so emotional for, man. You off your fucking meds or something? Somebody get this man Lexapro, some Wellbutrin, and some benzodiazepines. Shit, he probably already got them. You just ain't taking them out. Take your fucking medicine, Diallo, and choke on it.
Even play like that. Niggas don't need to know my life for real, gang. But when it comes to Gavin, oh, I hate him. You get me? Like that's what I mean. Like niggas be wanting this shit to be so generational and for everybody. No, nigga, this is for you.
He was in the Facebook comments. Somebody, he's like, I don't sit there and give him light. I just put him, include him in a diss track, and it drop a feature. That's a feature on the diss track. Like, what the fuck? That's what he's talking about. So that's somebody dissing him.
I want to leave the final thought of the day before I jump off of here.
You're good. That worked.
If you'll stop and pay attention to what's going on around you, the people, the artists that are actually making a living off of their music, they don't have to do nothing. They can sit at home because they're collecting off their music, or they're getting paid because of what they're doing musically. They ain't got no second job on the side. They ain't hustling, selling no bud, selling no dope, none of that. None of that. They strictly getting money from their music, paying all their bills, living comfortably. You don't see them talking. The only ones that talk the shit are the ones who ain't made shit yet. At the end of the day, shit's supposed to roll downhill. And in this case, it always rolls uphill. So all you got to do is take that shit off and it'll fall off. And that's my final thought on it.
Hey, and again, reason why me and you really don't need to speak on much of it. We spoke on enough. It's just funny as fuck that Karma's a bitch. But I do gotta get off here in a minute, so I figured, what I was gonna end it with is I'm gonna play, because it fits 50-50, but right now I was gonna play by Mike Chance trailer, and then 50-50 by Country Carter and Smo, and then I'm getting out of here because she should be home soon. Appreciate you as always, TJ. I'll see you later, boy.
It won't change the way I am. I know it's hard for you to try to understand. I can only be a man and try to do the best I can. I got people that's up under me, count on me to lead them out of misery. Now I don't speak for every one of y'all. Maybe I'm the product of a trailer park. I ain't have an option, ain't like anybody stop it. Got a rocket, this won't fit up in my pocket. A lot of problems when you come on from the bottom.
I don't bros it like everybody got. I'm just a product of the trailer. White trash mayor, rapping since a jit. This cracker got flavor. Love to sip, I'ma quit this shit later. Ain't sorry, I'm like fuck all the haters. I'm a dog, I'm a pit, can't get to where I sit. Took shit, caught licks, always stood 10. We related, so we call them kin. Small circle, careful picking friends. Got a search, ain't gonna let you in. In the end, this a place I live. You won't change the way I am. I know it's hard for you to try to understand. I can only be a man and try to do the best I can. I got people that's up under me, count on me to lead them out of misery. Now I don't speak for every one of y'all. Maybe I'm the product of a trailer park. This why I live, just a pot to piss. Get liquor, we get ignorant. Probably find a friend, ain't no evidence. Try again. Might just plead the fifth, I ain't saying shit. Meet up at the creek, probably catch some fish. Try to convince me that he's sleepy on meth again. Had to share my fucking shoes, motto people in. He ain't had no fucking heart, why he ain't defend? Raised to give a shit, catfish and grits. Bottles full of spit, poke out the ditch, it'll make your ass shit. Mind razor kids, label misfits. Never fit in, I can't go broke again. Just a product of this bitch. It won't change the way I am. I know it's hard for you to try to understand. I can only be a man and try to do the best I can. I got people that's up under me, count on me to lead them out of misery. Now I don't speak for every one of y'all. Maybe I'm the product of a trailer park.
Yeah, Bubba wanted to say hi real quick, yo. But y'all always remember, hi, Bubba. Always remember, first off, I will see y'all later on with Nunrilla and Job. And we gonna sit there and we're gonna talk about life and Job's book. And if you're gonna do anything, do it straight savvy. And if nobody believes in you, I sure as fuck do. And y'all always remember, peace. Want to say bye? Look at she is. He's a ball. No. There you go. Happy now?